Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we say all of that only if you try address this now. This the song where that came to mind, that the reggae song or the dancehall song on Khaled album, when Where You Come From, on the Khaled album. We just want to get some fun with that as far as how you feel about this song. You know how me feel about it.
No, I pick it off actually because you made a comment and I actually was like, wow, Jano, you made a reference to the title.
Yeah.
How do you think, you touch on that for the people then?
Okay. So, yeah. At first, when the seat said where you come from, right? It basically, I mean, and with all of the chatter that's been going around, even with Lexus and him chatter, Mr. Lex and him chatter, I felt like this song basically was going back to Khaled's roasts. And strategically, he left it for the last song on the album, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From where I know DJ Khaled and how I got introduced to DJ Khaled as a DJ from Miami that loved reggae and dancehall so much. He came to Jamaica fully loaded with when Tony Mataran, Delon and them for Renaissance, even I believe Stone Love them did involve at the time. Maybe a couple of times Metro Media was there and stuff. Think Firelinks as well. And DJ Khaled came there and him showed out and him show him craft, him show him talent, right? So where you come from now, the artists them him have from that track here, basically in my opinion, it's opinion based. These artists establish DJ Khaled as the person that them are the grassroots of where Khaled is coming from, both culturally, right? And also, as you know, these people are his friends and they have been his friends for years. If you check back some tapes from all of this thing where we are talking about, these people, these artists have been DJ Khaled friends for years. So
correct.
What Khaled did here as well, right? In ode to a track when we just mentioned to Oliver, say it seemed like Khaled basically remade the Barrington Levy track with Shine. You know what I mean? The one named Bad Boy. You know what I mean? And this is what this sounds to me. Honestly, I was in the car today listening to this and sonically, this is something more. If you're not playing in your car on a good system or something, you want to play this on a big sound, it bangs, it slaps. That's my personal opinion. You know? Right. So, hopefully me not dig too much into how you feel about it, but that means that we can go back and forth and you tell me how you feel about the song.
Well, we can't. So, I like the song, right? I always actually like Khaled reggae records. Them actually usually grow up on me, especially over time. Like the Holy Mountain, it's a very different record. And that's where you have to get with Khaled, and maybe that will Lexus or whoever not understand. Okay. Khaled is a real executive producer. And he put records together sometime where other people wouldn't expect. Him sample some things where other people wouldn't sample. Him put some artists on some sample where you wouldn't even think of that would work. So if you look for some dancehall, straight dancehall or reggae record, that's not going to be it with Khaled. It'll have something else in there, whether it'll have a hip-hop pattern or a hip-hop drum. So something else will go in the record. Right?
Right.
I actually, the Buju verse from Holy Mountain actually did grow up on me. And they just come out of jail. I remember I was like, something sounded like off. But maybe because I expected more. But the more that time has passed and marinated, that verse stick with me for some reason out of the whole song. right through the gates of hell. Like for some reason, Buju is good with words. In good with, right? And I know it sounds like we're Buju fanboy tonight.
It's in your mind, though?
Correct. And maybe it come off like we're some Buju fanboy tonight. But
we are Buju Bantan shirts, so.
Me just want the people, because last year we did all get crucified. Because we did say we're not really too like the 2020
upside down album. Yeah.
Yeah. We still feel the same way. Anyway, that's another day. This was a good verse, and he's been putting together some good verses since that album to me. The Pressure verse was dope, and this verse was dope. Like the stuff he's saying, like some real Rastaman, like you feel the passion in the music a come out time. Capleton always, you now go get that, right? You always gonna have Capleton come through with the fire. And Bunty, lyrically. It was 3 lyrical wordsmith. And you know you can't go wrong with the Barrington Levy signature sound in the back. Definitely. I wish Barrington would have done more on the track, but this is how it worked out. I don't think these artists have ever worked together on one record, right?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
Artists tend to not work on records together like this either. Isn't that funny that we don't do this? It's either a man doing one thing or maybe have one feature, but we tend to don't have 3 features. When was the last time you even see 3 features on a dancehall record?
But I'm happy you bring that up because it makes the question why it have to be a man like DJ Khaled to come bring some legends together like this. In a dancehall.
I mean, to be honest, you want this easy answer from me, and this might be easy. Money, opportunities. Ain't nobody telling Khaled no. Because just after spins alone, them are going to eat our food. And him look like he's a good energy too. So I don't think you're mad if you hang out with him. Right?
True that.
Plus, them a friend. It was good to see Bunty and Buju together. They used to part hard. I don't know where their relationship is right now. It's good to see Capleton around some other man, because Capleton tend to be a loner out on his own. And it's good to see the legend Barrington Levy. Barrington is another one who tend to do his own thing. He's not a man who really out much either. He's not so active on social media. So it was good to see it. Would I like to see more of it? I like the unity where I say, and when Khaled do anything is a movie. So may I wait to see the video? Because it was,
One last question on this then. So swing back all the way around to the original question or the original thing that Mr. Lex said. So you feel like this track is a flop or not go on for that track, yeah? Like overall.
The video always help it, right?
Yeah.
Because when you say the thing them a slap, the problem too with Khaled is an American artist. So most time fan base is American, right? Them usually not gravitate to the reggae record writer we are, if at all, right? So Lexus said the thing them a slap. I don't know what I mean by that. I never say sales alone matter views. But I think the Holy Mountain video have close to 25 million views, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of reggae and dancehall records get there. Some artists do it, but for a man who come not from the genre I do this, I think it's a good thing. Will this one get to that level? I don't know. Maybe not, right? But it depends on how good the video is as well, because that will push.
So the marketing push behind it. All right. So let me tell you my last and final feelings about this. I'm gonna connect it with my feelings about how I felt about the Nas and Jay-Z record on there. So sometime when you're listening I mean, sometimes with albums like this, people listen these songs individually. Where they really stand out and really connect for me was listening it as a body of work, right?
Yeah.
Because, for instance, I was listening it sitting in a car today, and from start to finish, and I was thinking about all these negatives that people has been saying and this, that, and we kind of did have a little conversation amongst friends and stuff, and certain things were being said. And I was like, yo, wait, you can't say them things if you not listen to the album, man. You say them things if you come from a place of, it's like, yeah, make judgments coming from a place of not listening, not knowing. It don't make sense to me. So,
yeah,
you listen to the album, and when it came to, for instance, the Jay-Z Nas track on the album, the thing fit like a glove. It was perfect. The perfect, whether it be breakup or difference or sonically, everything was just right.
It's a growing project and a really mastermind project. It looked like input him all in each single.
True words.
Album, right?
True words. And I feel the same.
It's easy when you're a mixtape or a DJ to then, and everybody can executive produce, you know.
No.
And some people not Khaled say I'm a real producer, kind of make beats. There's a gift in executive producing.
Definitely.
Same gift Puffy have, right?
And I believe what I just mentioned about the Jay-Z and Nas track on the album is specifically the same effect with the Bounty, Bojo, Barrington Levy, and Cable.
Like a Legends record.
Same effect. It's like growing reggae. And then, as a matter of fact, all them even transition, you know? Look, people, if you have a good system, listen this loud and you get the effect. You're not going to tell me that this is trash. First of all, the words, the lyrics ain't trash. You know what I mean? So
keep it and talk some things and
whether you want to say it not slap yes or no, show me a record where you have a slap or anyone else have that slapping more than this.
I think dancehall and reggae, more dancehall of a graduate past the popular pop feel. That's the only way a record can have life. It does no good for the music if only the records were big records, right?
Yeah.
There is an underground of hip hop where there are B records. Like Jay-Z did a whole performance and just B records, right?
Yeah.
There's underground of people or industry of B songs in a hip hop. I don't think we foster enough creativity and love for the music what we say we love. Because the other day I listened some when named there, Terror Fabulous. And everybody know Terror big it's them, right?
Right.
But I was just going through in catalog on Tidal. Bro, enough B records, Terror Fabulous.
Fabulous out, yeah.
There's some wicked song. That I said to myself, yo, I remember them song, bro. And maybe it was a slap way.
Right.
But, so to me, that I don't want to feel like me have crucified legs, but that type of idea, but everything off a slap,
a
fuckery. But because it's fuckery. You know why? The Sorry Not Sorry record is such a slow record, right? And a laid back record. You know where it show me you can make a good record, and when you're so mature that you understand the music and know yourself, you can just calmly make a record without rah, nice, right?
Yeah.
And if you listen to the deep words of that record, the man might talk some real talk.
You know,
who not think or know certain things.
Specifically, when I like about that record, it shows wit. And don't mix up with someone being lyrical, because you have some people feel like, yo, or them should have go harder and them should have more lyrical, or them should have this and them should have that. But
Right.
you have a certain wit where you display on track sometimes. They show maturity as an artist. It's like saying less, but actually saying more.
Correct. But that comes from confidence. No, you talk from here people like Alexis, where every song he make is usually not really nothing thought-provoking then.
Right.
I think that's all need to graduate, that the records don't have to only be party records or slap records. And I think that's where you get from this Buju, Bounty, capleton record and Barrington Levy. I do some big man attack.
Well, you bring up something about B-side records. I'm going to touch upon that. You have a more modern artist then in a dancehall with me kind of liking B-side records. Yeah, not everybody is probably a fan of, a Governor. But Governor, for me, him have some tracks because of, I guess, him storytelling style, and maybe look a bit of gimmickry sometimes. It's like I enjoy listening to some of them tracks there. You understand? Other than
the effort in the tracks then.
Yeah.
You can tell him put effort in every track. So this is what I mean why I say an artist like Governor, look, I respect that about him. Because him actually elevate himself beyond you just need to make the radio single. And I think that's where you see from Busy as well, right? We need to get more deeper with the music. We need to come up with some more creative and inspirational stories. We can't just keep on with the same formula, because on every record have a so-called slap. You see what I say? Sometimes you can just like a record because of how the record make you feel, or may bring a melancholy, or maybe it bring a revisionist feeling, or just put you in a place of remembrance. You see what I say?
Correct.
So we need to look into just making music, being artists, right? Being actual musicians and artists.
People, Oliver does give credit where credit due. I agree. Like all artists like Busy, we need to give him flowers while him Busy a big artist. I think as big as Busy is, I think he's underrated. That's my personal feeling.
Very underrated, because I like when him just come up, he now run for the shine of yard no more. Because of that same fool mentality me I go back to again. It not slap. You know, run road out there. Who for road, bro? Who for road? Because me guarantee Khaled music, them a move more needle than all of the man them will say them a slap down at Jamaica. No, I'm not this them, but I'm saying we have to look at numbers and reality, bro. We can't this bounty them are old, but I say them old, bro, their records still slapping. And them still I use them connection from before.
Rewind last year Memorial Weekend on our verses. Which two artists set the trend? Bunty and Beanie. You know? So I mean, the man them have a reason, and overseas and internationally, people have a reason for come to certain artists, because at least they know what they're gonna get. Them can't go to artists where they don't know what they're gonna get, where not consistently have solid albums. I'm gonna go put out some music and then it's like you know, hear nothing upon it. It's like it's swept under the rug. It's like not even B tracks. It's like it's not even worthy to be put out. And that's the next thing, you know. A lot of these artists were sign record label deal and can't deliver. It's because the content, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Facts.
You know? I want to bring up one last thing before we go. Because we were talking about this today, Oliver.
Yes.
And I realized that the Gully God artist, Mavado, was not on this album, this DJ Khaled album. Yeah, Khaled. What are your thoughts on that? You feel like you can attribute that to anything? You can't speculate. I mean, we can speculate a little.
He was on the one 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I haven't checked his Instagram today if he posts anything. I think there's something going on there, whether you believe in it or not. Music or business, right?
Yeah.
It to me says there's not camaraderie fully there.
Yeah.
Something off. I don't know if it involves a man feels slighted, whatever, money, whatever. I don't know, but something is going on there. Maybe.
I check it as you talk right now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
did he promote the album?
He not promote the album none at all. And the only thing when I see post recently where have anything to do with whether it be Khaled or whatever is a picture where that a past picture, old picture before Jay-Z had dreads.
That are from 2017, I think, or 16.
Right.
When he did have the I got the keys record. Yeah. That was that video.
Right. And there's no, I mean, if you're in a person camp and it's like you're not even support them thing, I mean, why should I maybe as somebody externally promote Khaled thing or push him thing?
No, Khaled very visual, very transparent for the most part. You see him on Instagram. Do you think it's funny you never see him on Mavado?
No.
He posts everything. He never posts him on Mavado yet. At least lately since he's really been on Instagram.
Like lately I haven't seen it, but yeah, I wonder if that's the truth though. Lately I haven't seen him on Mavado. But I'm wondering again.
Mavado, right? That's what I'm saying. Khaled posts, everybody will come on yard. It's coming like.
True. That's true.
Mavado is not really Instagram like that. He's not really active there. And him always kind of, so I'm not going to say, would I expect him to post anything with Khaled, but it just seemed odd. I wonder if any of the music he might put out even upon We The Best.
My ask you this then, because I noticed something, right?
Because I think they're not.
Yeah, I don't think they are. So, tell me if this is a stretch. Mavado, in the Khaled album, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Recently, remember one time in the pick a fight with Drake, and we spoke about it?
That was last year, right?
Right. And we spoke about it, and we said, boy, this not make, strategically, it not make sense to me.
Right.
Right? Us, in general, we said that.
Right.
Fast forward to this album, we can see that Drake has 2 dominant tracks on this album.
Right.
And there is no Mavado.
And we had said back then, one of us had mentioned that will this affect the relationship? I think you brought it up, Randy. So will it affect? Of course. I mean, a chess move with Drake. Anybody know Drake petty, yo? I wouldn't be surprised if him say, yo, bench them man, they like them, I wait for the bus, bro. You know what I say?
Yo, hey, you know, me hear you mention that. It's like me, I say, yo, Jake probably I say, yo, yeah, hear me? If Mavado dey on this, me no want me song them, or me no want work on the album, yeah.
Probably, I'm sure, the text reach out to Khaled, like, yo, what go on with your boy?
Right.
Like, yo, we're family. And I'm sure Khaled, if he never said something, and that might be all part of the grievance, can probably call up Mavado and say, yo, bro, now F with my paper, bro.
Yeah.
My relationships, them. Me have to choose. You see what I say?
Right.
And who you think Khaled ever choose?
It's obvious.
So I don't know if Mavado did a smoke the night when he met the record.
Really and truly, let me address this back. People in general, if you had to choose, right, as far as business and music over Mavado and Drake, who would you choose? Because don't make me look like fool, you know. You see me?
No, look at people that say, yo, no, loyal and rated. But the two of them are in friend. And him probably did not tell Mavado already, say, yo, just love it, brother. Don't make no, you see me, I say?
This is the reason why I initially said it don't make sense. Something not right. You know? And this, on top of that, it was, in my opinion, it was derogatory. It was, I not even want to go into this. I tell you the truth.
I'm not going to revisit it, but something I'll go on there. Maybe one day, one of them will shed some light. I don't think Khaled will. I don't think Khaled seemed to be forward moving and not really business with the she talking and I just working the pan. Mavado I try to play it tough too, so.
You think Mavado go through him stresses right now and him judgment clouded?
Having one thing I go on, that could be part of it that him just make the album too. You see what I say? I just don't know where I'm gonna fit in. Because unless them ever use him for harmonize the recordings, the where you come from record instead of Barrington. But to me, actually, it's funny when I saw Barrington, it felt to me like he wasn't actually originally part of the thing and was a last minute phone call. I could be wrong, but the last album, the record like this was harmonized by Mavado, the Holy Mountain. But I don't know what go on. Obviously, I think something will go on. If nothing now go on, I'm wrong. Well, hey. But people tell me one thing, because I think this is very interesting that all these years we still now have a We the Best Mavado album. Is he signed? Is there contract things why him have moved so maybe him can't release records as he would like? I don't know.
Can I say one more thing? I'm not showing no shade.
Yeah.
But people, again, if you listen to the album, and judge the more recent material that Mavado has been putting out, it can't make the album. I think it might just be simply a case that him just never have content good enough to make the album.
Could be. So, definitely could be.
You know? And it even put me in the mind space. Everything where I want, it even put me in the mind space if I ask the question if Mavado and MVP could, meaning Mavado and Alkaline and why you would that good? You see me? It put me in that space there. So I don't know. It seems like I haven't seen them together recently doing anything. That could be for many things, but it just feel like, well, I hope and pray and wish the Gully God get back to a better place.
Right.
You know? That being said, people, it's not much else for get into. But we appreciate the watch, the like, the listen, the subscribe, the share with your friends. Tell them about us, tell them about Oliver, tell them about Randy, you know what I mean? Tell them about the Reggaecy, you know what I'm saying? Because we endeavor to speak serious topics when it comes to reggae and dancehall culture, reggae and dancehall music. Again, my name is Randy, I have Oliver, and we thank you for making us a part of your routine. Please continue to do so.
Right.
Come on.
Bless up people.
You can see it, so. Where's the start button there now?